Tune into Raising Wisdom, where we embark on a journey of enlightenment and introspection. Get ready to elevate your understanding, embrace life's challenges, and unlock the true potential of your being. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free, with Nico and Shani Poos, Wednesdays at 8.
Hola.
High vibrations.
It worked.
The first time.
Vibrations. Right.
Oh my goodness. Hey boo.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been slow motion this week.
Have you?
I have. I've been just doing things that I've been procrastinating on. Knocking those out of the way, my blogs and all of that whatnot.
Ooh,
So now I feel a
okay.
lot better. Yeah, I was behind on my blogs. Well, I wasn't behind. I just I have them scheduled and everything to like come out like every
Okay.
2 days, and
That's
I just
good.
have to re-up and everything.
Nice.
But
Nice. Hey, babe, I see you.
high vibrations.
You said 7:59. It is 8:03. When I first saw your name, it was 8:02.
You're late. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. It is here we embark on a journey of enlightenment and introspection. Together we will navigate the complexities of life, seeking the elusive wisdom that enriches our minds and souls. So get ready to elevate your understanding, embrace life's challenges, and unlock the true potential of your being. I am your girl, Nico.
And I am your favorite podcast host, Shani, from the Shani View.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming back to join us again. I hope everybody had a wonderful week, or y'all know what I'm talking about.
Oh, it's hump day.
It is.
Day.
We almost through. I don't know. This week is going like super slow to me for some reason.
Really?
Did you see the moon last night?
What is it looking like?
Orange.
Orange.
In the blue.
Oh, you some more colors of it. No, I really ain't see it.
Yeah, it was like big, and I don't know what is the moon phase, ma'am?
So the current moon phase is the waxing crescent. It is a time to nurture your new ideas and yourself.
Nurturing. That's perfect. That's perfect for our topic, actually.
It really is. I didn't really think about that.
Yeah. So we are talking about, this is episode 9, okay?
9.
The art of letting go, shedding what no longer serves you. So we've talked a lot about all these different I'm sorry, I'm all out the camera. We've talked a lot about all these different ways to enhance yourself and all of that stuff. But we talked about childhood trauma. We've talked about taming your ego, shining unapologetically. However, we have not discussed the art of actually letting go of things. And hey, y'all, high vibrations. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. For y'all just coming in, we're talking about the art of letting go, shedding what no longer serves you, which is a perfect topic.
Yeah.
You know, I learned something from,
So I would believe so.
Yeah, I learned something from all of our shows, to be honest with you. When I go back and I look at everything, you know, I've been learning stuff, and then I actually apply it to, well, things that I've already known to apply, but I learned something new about myself every time we do a show. Yeah.
Let me go back and watch them with that intention.
Yes. It makes me into a better person.
That's good. That's what we doing.
Right.
That's what we
That's the
doing.
whole raising wisdom out here. So this topic is necessary because some of us don't know how to let go and holding
Right.
on to things that is not serving us well. The season has passed.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So we're going to delve deep into transformative power of letting go, whether it's old habits, toxic relationships, or outdated beliefs. We explore why it's essential to release what no longer serves us. Okay. So I think we need to understand the psychology of attachment,
Right.
because what is the reason why we're not letting go? I think we can all identify what is no longer serving us, but just in case, we finna break it down in this doggone podcast tonight, because it's important that in this growth that we're having in this journey on our path, these new beginnings, that we're not having this old baggage we're dragging them along with us.
This is true. I think for a lot of people, outdated beliefs are the main thing that hold us back. Outdated beliefs, like something that we may have learned as arbitrary growing up. Like this is this way just because. Like there's never a true definition or a real explanation that
It's
makes
just, this is the way.
that's why it is. Like this is just the way it is. So you grow up and that's just the way it's always been. You never questioned it, and that is something that was probably holding you back the whole time because you never thought to question it.
Yeah.
Outdated beliefs.
Outdated beliefs for sure. I think, when it comes to relationships, there's been some outdated beliefs.
Like what?
Well, I just think that, it's not some fantasy, you know what I mean? Like it's not
It's
not
not
like some Disney story or
a
anything
fairy
like that.
tale.
Yeah, it's not a fairy tale.
Princess
And
Prince.
Prince Charming, your knight in shining armor. I mean, it can be.
It can be,
It
but
can
it's
be.
not. It's not the Disney fairy tale. If you go into it thinking it's gonna be like that, then come back and talk to me. Let me know, because
Okay.
you gonna run into some brick walls. You gonna run into those speed bumps. All those things that make you slow down and think, like from a more realistic point of view.
Yeah, having those types of super unrealistic expectations. I mean, manifest what you please.
Right.
You but the reality of things is that, both people would have to come together trying to at least be whole. I ain't gonna say whole, but trying to be whole, to be able to and share that same, I guess, wanting, that yearning to have that fairy tale love. You can
Yeah.
make it happen.
You can make it happen. You can make it happen, but it's just not gonna be like. Never mind. Continue.
What?
Carry on.
Right. Yeah, we can move on from that. I don't know. But we can't really move on from that, yo, because like some people are in those situations, you know what I mean? And like it's not serving them well. Your relationship, sometimes these toxic relationships, it's time to go. Let it go, yo. It's not serving you well. It's just not.
Some
And like
people
you
like
can't
being in
force
toxic
it.
relationships, though. They like it. So is that holding them back if they like it?
Yeah.
If they like the toxic relationship, they like
It's
arguing.
They like the toxic relationship.
Is that holding them back?
I mean, they not trying to move forward if they like toxic relationships. Goodness gracious, you can't get your dose of drama from anything else.
Right.
It has to be through that. I mean, hey, nah, we gotta let that go, fam. We can't.
No, me and my questions, babe.
Yeah, it is a good question. If you like that, no, they're not trying to move forward if they like toxic relationships.
That's their fairy tale. To them, because they like it. I'm just saying. I gotta talk for everybody. Like,
okay, well, that ain't got nothing to do with raising no wisdom. Because keep that monster the 5,000 feet the hell away from the kid. Because what are we doing? Why are you like this? That's like ignorance is bliss. You know what I'm saying? So some people, because they like to be in ignorance, they don't want to elevate. They're not looking to move in a higher dimension.
Right.
So, they might be there in that low vibrational space to where they like toxic. They have to have, they feed off of drama and toxicity in their relationship. That gets them going. I know the kind of people you're talking about. The one that gets you upset and all mad and everything and got a smile on their face while they doing it.
Yeah.
Absolutely not, ma'am. Nope.
They're
Keep
like,
that monster away.
That's just proof that you love me.
Nope.
But that's why we always talk about self-awareness, though. If you do not have that self-awareness, then of course you're going to allow anybody into that space, into that sacred space. I'm gonna call it that.
So how do you know that how do you know when something no longer serves you? That's what we need to talk about, so people can identify, okay, if they're trying to figure out, okay, this is where I am in life and I have this person in my life, I don't know where we at, and they're trying to figure out that, clarity, or with this job or a friendship or whatever have you.
Right.
So
look at it from a position of the end of means. Like, what really matters in the end? What matters? So start from there and go backwards, not working your way up to what matters. Like, what matters?
What matters, and does that fit into the equation?
Right.
I feel it. I mean, yeah.
Steps from there.
Mm-hmm.
What bullet points you got?
Recognizing when something no longer serves you well, your well-being is essential for personal growth and a happier, healthier life. This is what we're trying to get to, okay? In order for us to be the best version of ourselves, we got to let go of what no longer serves you. So, increased stress and anxiety. Yeah.
Stress is the number one killer.
Okay. If a situation or relationship consistently causes you stress, anxiety, or feelings of overwhelm, it may be negatively impacting your well-being. And you know when that is, so I think for me, one of my toxic traits is not letting go when I need to.
Okay. So this is a good topic.
Yeah, it is a good topic because yeah, that's one of my toxic traits. And I'm learning, like I told you, I had to learn how to say no, right? And I had to learn how to let go. Like, let it go. Right. It's not working.
Right. But
it's not serving you.
You said something about attachment earlier. Like, what causes attachment? What causes attachment?
Okay, so cool. So there's 4 different types of attachments, okay? And these are having like attachments to the past. So it's something called an attachment theory that I looked up. You know, I've been
Attachment
researching and
theory
everything.
is one of
Hmm.
them. Is one of them the attachment styles? Mm,
So the secure attachment to the past. So
yeah.
it's four
Okay.
of them. So secure attachment to the past, anxious attachment to the past, avoidant attachment to the past, and disorganized attachment to the past. So I'm
Okay.
gonna try to get through this like real fast so we can know like what all these different attachment styles are. So secure attachment to the past is like just as children who have secure attachments to their caregivers tend to develop a sense of trust and security, individuals who have positive and healthy past experiences are more likely to have a secure attachment to their own history. They
Right.
can reflect on their past with a sense of safety and stability. So that's a good, like, you know, safe zone right there because it's not unhealthy.
So I'll chime in right there.
Okay.
That's my attachment style. There
Mm-hmm.
are quizzes that you can take on that to learn which one yours is. I thought that mine was the avoidant style. Is that one of them?
Avoiding attachment to the past. Yep,
Yeah.
that is that's number 3. So that one is individuals with an avoidant attachment to their past might downplay its significance. They could dismiss or minimize the impact of their history, which can make it challenging to process or let go of past experiences, especially if they were negative. So
Right.
that's like suppressing
Yeah.
it. That's like suppressing your past and everything, so it doesn't. So you're able to like function and survive in your now.
Mm-hmm.
I think that happens a lot with dealing with that trauma, you know, that
Yeah.
childhood
I
trauma.
thought that's what my attachment style was. I thought that I avoided stuff and just held stuff in
Why did you think
all the time.
that?
No, because I wasn't saying everything all the time.
Okay.
But when I took the quiz, it said that I had a secure attachment style. Then I took it again. I took that thing like 5 times,
Really?
like different time periods to see if it really was what I thought it was, and it kept coming up as secure. So of course that made me feel good about myself, and I'm like, okay, so I'm doing something right.
Well, I haven't taken no quiz, so we're going to find out what Nico's attachment style is tonight.
Luxuriate in plant-based skin and hair care for naturally glowing and lustrous results. Indulge in luxurious soaps, massage oils, body butters, and so much more. Get 15% off your first order. Also, explore our amazing literature that will help you navigate within your journey. Make sure you stay up to date with our weekly blog that has a plethora of information concerning health and wellness. Natural Sakari, be the natural you.
So the other one is anxious attachment to the past. So people who have experienced inconsistency or trauma in their past may develop an anxious attachment to it. Mm-hmm. They might constantly ruminate on past events, seeking validation or reassurance. This anxious attachment can lead to difficulty letting go of the past as they are preoccupied with it. I don't know. I don't know. We gonna see. We got one more. We gonna figure out which one Nico is. So disorganized attachment to the past. Disorganized attachment typically results from unresolved trauma or conflicting emotional experiences. Similarly, people with disorganized attachment to their past may have conflicting feelings and struggle to make sense of their history, making it challenging to let go or move forward. Well, that ain't one of them. That ain't it. Ooh, I don't know. When it comes to my past,
It could be a combination too, though.
I think it is a combination. You know, I'm very much extra, so I do think it's a combination of anxious, avoidant, and secure. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna cap. Because there was a point in time where I just wouldn't remember things. So I think I suppressed it. Like a lot of my childhood.
Right.
I think I just suppressed it. So it's like
how did you know you suppressed it? Would it be something that like somebody asked you, like, you remember when we was little and this, and you like, what you talking about?
Yeah, all the time. All the time. I was a quiet little girl though. Up until like I was like, nah, I ain't really talk like that. I just observed everything. I remember that. And I always remember feeling like I didn't belong, like I didn't fit. Yes, very much so. And I say anxious due to trauma in your past, and you can develop anxiousness towards that and have difficulty letting go, and kind of be preoccupied with it. And I think that has to do with
selective memory. That is,
I see that selective memory. Selective memory. Yeah, I think so with a few things, because I mean, I legit would not remember. Like, who is this person? I don't remember you. I'm gonna be like, you spoke so much into like peace in my life, and you spoke so much. I don't remember them. I don't even remember that. And then it'll be something that happens, and it'll trigger me to remember a whole like part of my life that I completely forgot about.
Yeah, I think emotions attached to whatever situations are what make us remember or not.
Right.
If it was something good, you really gonna remember detail for detail, like everything. But if it's something bad, you're like, no, I don't remember that. You probably pushed it out, or it didn't happen.
So I think like with dealing with knowing like which style you possess, or maybe if it's a combination, it makes it a little bit easier to learn how to disassociate yourself from the things that are no longer serving you. You know, like some things you just gotta let go. It's time to just let it go. When I talked about the stuff that was going on between my father and I had to let it go. It don't serve nobody. What is it
doing? What is it helping, and what is it harming?
Right. We're not going nowhere. We're staying stagnant, you know, in this raggedy behind place. So I had to let that stuff go. It is what it is, you know, in order to move forward. Stress, when we was just talking about indicators on how you know that something no longer serves your well-being and increased stress and anxiety. I be wanting to share stuff. I be wanting to share. So because you know, I be wanting to share.
Like to talk and tell people.
I'm a real private person though, so it's kind of conflicting a little bit sometimes. However, what I will say is this: I have firsthand experienced what increased stress and anxiety can do, not just to your heart, but your body and your mind. Because you know, you're holding on to something that doesn't serve you well.
That's,
you know, and like I said, my toxic trait,
diseases come from.
Yes, that's exactly that.
And discomfort. Right.
Yeah, it absolutely does, because everything holds a vibration. You know, everything holds a frequency or does not hold a frequency. You know, and when you're entertaining stuff that no longer serves you and you're being stressed out, you know, specifically because of that thing,
it's going to take away from you. If you're holding on to something that does not serve you, it's weighing you down, but it's not adding anything beneficial to you to lift you up.
Yeah, it's
wanting to
Yeah.
have a heart light as a feather or whatever you
Right. I cannot achieve my lifetime goal of being able to have my heart as light as a feather, dealing with toxic situations that I have to just let go. And like I told you, one of my toxic traits is not letting go of things when I need to.
right.
Yeah. Because
So
I'm always
all right,
giving it that glimmer of hope. I'm always giving things like another try, another chance.
so our toxic traits are opposite. Mine is letting go before I would let go too early, maybe. Like
Really?
it's easy for me to cut off and let go. So that's why with my significant other, I have to work on a connection. And
Okay.
I did tell him that a little while ago. Like I prefer to work on a connection because I don't do well with attachment. Like that's not something that I have a
Are
secure
you for
attachment
real?
style. I have
You
a
don't do
secure
well with
attachment style.
attachment?
Like attachment isn't a good thing. It's not a good thing to be attached to stuff because nothing is here forever. So if you easily attach to people, places, and things, then you just gonna be just up and down, up and down, up and down. Same thing that'll make you smile, make you cry. So if you're attached to it, that's just doing a little bit too much for me. But connection is more meaningful and it's more healthy
Mm-hmm.
because that's a give and take situation. Like there's reciprocity in that. But
Okay.
attachment is you holding on to whatever that thing or whatever person is.
Yeah, so it makes it difficult to let go if
Yeah.
you're not being, if that thing, person, place, or thing is not,
Right.
That
And
was
I
some good
think
advice.
that one reason that I may have that attachment style is because of my family being military. So with my parents traveling all the time
Right.
or us traveling with them, visiting a different family and going different places, like we don't get stuck in just one area,
I suppose, yeah, no, I completely understand that. My family being military too, but I was the only girl in my family to go to the military. I was the one after everything was just stable, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was the one moving around.
Right.
I was the one that was, in different places
Okay.
and so my attachment, that's something I need to evaluate. I do believe, because that could answer a lot of questions on why that is my toxic trait, on why it's so hard for me to move on from certain things, is due to the way that I attach myself to the person, place, or thing,
Right.
which I see how that does not serve you well. It doesn't benefit you because nothing lasts forever. Not to say that, in a relationship and all of that stuff, that love won't last.
Right.
However, I think with anything, when you're attached to something and it's snatched away from you, you have to go through a period of grief almost.
Oh, yeah.
In order to release, like completely release, be released from whatever that attachment is.
Right.
And that's a gruesome process that could lead to depression. It can lead to not being 100%, not at 100%, So let's stay away from attachment. Let's work on connection.
Right. I think we get so caught up in the end of a thing and just being hurt about something ending when that's an opportunity for something to begin. Like look at new beginnings. Like we don't give that enough attention or focus. We just look at, oh man, I lost this. But something I learned was what I just said. Like, okay, let's say I love rings. So I love rings. So I have like a whole bunch of different ones, right? if my favorite one is lost, I'm like, dang, where's my ring? Like, I'm just hurt. But because that one is gone now, it just opened up space. Now I'm about to get a new ring that I'm going to just really be excited and happy about because it's new. So it
So in
opened up
other
that space.
words, when something when something is no longer serving us and it's time to shut and close that door, look at it in a positive light, because that means that another door is opening for
That's
you,
how I look
which
at
can be
it.
very
And it
exciting.
may, for me, it
Yeah.
is. That may not be, ideal for everybody,
Mm.
but it is for me, and it works every time. Like if I clean my closet out, guess what? I'm about to go on the shopping
Okay.
spree.
Because
Like so,
I legit just cleaned my closet out. It
right.
looks all nice and stuff, and I'm like, ooh, I need more stuff. For real. So another way that we can identify when something is no longer serving you. So first we said increased stress and anxiety, no bueno. We're not trying to kick it like that. And a lack of joy or fulfillment. Like when you no longer find joy, fulfillment, or a sense of purpose in something you used to enjoy, it may be a sign that it's time to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, what can happen is you can get so attached and so involved into that thing that it's toxic and it's not serving you well that you forget what joy even feels like.
Right.
But something feels like it's missing. You're trying to fill that void,
Right.
but you can't fill that void in the space that you're in trying to hold on to that thing,
Right.
because it's time to let it go.
Yeah.
That's why you're not able to have that joy.
It's a form of chasing. What they say, if you chase something, it's gonna run. So if
The
you're
pursuit of happiness. Is that what you mean?
No, because I think the pursuit of happiness, that's a good thing, because that's the journey along the way to, whatever your desired outcome or goal is.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the sense of attachment, if you're chasing something, like trying to hold on to it and not let it go, it's going to keep running. Like whatever you focus on.
So like chasing, like a crackhead chasing a high, like chasing their first high or something like that. You ain't never going to get that first high again ever in life. But they keep chasing it and they keep being stuck in a very, 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 very terrible situation where they keep on smoking the pipe, but they ain't able to have that joy and fulfillment that they had in the beginning when they first started this toxic situation. Is that what you mean?
That can be an example. But yeah, we just gonna go with that. Yeah.
Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I mean. Okay. So another way to understand if there's something that no longer serves you is it's physical or emotionally draining. It's just exhausting. Okay. Yeah. If an activity, job, or relationship consistently leaves you feeling physically or emotionally drained, it's a clear indication that it's not serving you well.
Right. Yeah. So illuminate what matters and mitigate what does not.
Okay.
Illuminate what matters and mitigate what does not. So just what people, places, and things elevate your life. Like what people, places, and things can add leverage to your life.
Okay.
And the way that you know, or the way that you can identify those people, are by seeing how is being around them or being in this atmosphere or environment helping you add value to the world. What is it that's inside of you that you're supposed to be giving to the world?
Okay.
What you reading?
I like that. Illuminate what matters, or
you reading something over there?
I'm always reading something because this just applies to the whole situation. Goodness gracious. So repeated negative patterns. Recognize reoccurring negative patterns in a relationship or situation, such as constant conflict, disrespect, or unmet needs, these patterns can be harmful to your mental and emotional health, which will cause increased stress and anxiety, and it's not serving you well, which is going to make you sick and depressed, and not your light, you're dimming your light, you're not shining as bright, the joy is gone, there's no fulfillment. We're not trying to be in the space. It's very dark space here. So that is another way to indicate if something is no longer serving you well, just in case you need to hear it because you already know, but just in case you need to hear it out loud, repeated negative patterns. Okay. Yeah. It's time to let it go. Yeah. Stagnation or lack of growth. So if you feel stuck, unchallenged, or that you're not growing as a person in a particular area of your life, it may be a sign that it's time to move on, whether that's with work or with relationships, of course.
Right. But then, like, when you feel stuck, you gotta backtrack and figure out how you got in that position. And that's where the detective work comes in.
Okay. That is one of my worst fears, is feeling stuck. That's why I'm always moving and doing something. I cannot, it's something that is just terrifying to me, to be stuck. Some people are in environments that they've never gotten out of, never got out the country, never been out that city. That is like a nightmare to me. Right. Some people are just doing the same thing. They've been doing it all their life, and they may be happy.
Yeah. Right. And that's for them.
For them, but that to me is terrifying. Being stuck is terrifying to me. I will have no problem if I feel like I'm being trapped in a box. Like, it's almost like being claustrophobic. Like, I can't breathe. Like, I gotta get out.
Right.
Yes. Team get out. For sure. What we're not doing.
Team get out.
Okay, yes. What we're not doing is feeling stuck. Unchallenged.
Yeah.
Do you have to be challenged? Do you like to be challenged?
I have to be. Like, that's what keeps me going.
Yeah.
Is a challenge. Like, I don't want to be stuck. And I feel like the only way for me to really get stuck is to stop learning. And I'm not going to stop learning.
Right.
Whether it's intentionally or unintentionally, I'm open to learning. Like, I'm not going to, what I say earlier about the outdated beliefs, I'm not just going to sit there and keep believing the same stuff that's not getting me good results. Just because that's how it's always been. That's the problem. That's how it's always been. It's time for change.
It's time for change.
Presenting challenges, like I said, is an opportunity for new beginnings.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Presenting challenges is a you said it's a what? It's a
presenting challenges is an opportunity for new beginnings.
I like it.
So do you do challenges like 30-day, 60-day, 90-day challenges?
Mm-hmm. I have to. I wouldn't have gotten to this space where I am. Like right now, I can't eat nothing. So I haven't been eating after 6:30.
Yeah.
For the past week straight.
Okay.
So before I was doing intermediate fasting, and I would stop around 8, 9.
Okay.
So now I changed it to 6:30.
Is it here what time, or like how is that going for you? Has it been?
It's going great. It's going great. It's going great. I'm training my body, after having the baby and everything like that. I don't do a lot of the things that I used to do. Mm-hmm. So this is just a part of me, and I don't feel the way that I used to feel before either. Something has changed within me. physically, mentally, all of that.
Yeah.
So this is one of the things that I'm doing to align with whatever the Nico in the future is, that I'm manifesting. The things that I'm doing now is aligning with her.
Right.
Because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
But I'm just giving.
Girl.
I'm I got some honey pistachios that I'm like, yo, I just need a handful, please. But, I want to see a different version of myself.
Yeah.
In order to do that, I'm challenging myself to do this intermediate fasting so it becomes a part of my lifestyle. And I'm not eating crazy. I'm watching what I'm putting in my body. When I break my fast, like in the rising, I probably would have fasted 13 hours.
Okay.
When I eat again.
Okay.
So that accompanied with getting my butt outside so I can work out.
Yeah.
Because what I'm doing is no longer serving me.
Yeah, you gotta move around, man. You gotta move
around. And I'll give myself grace, favorite word, because I just had a baby. But again, my one of my mantras is just no excuses. If I feel like I need to do it, it's because I'm supposed to be doing it. I try not to be too hard on myself, but those challenges, that's where those challenges comes in.
Yeah.
So that, I can be the best version of myself possible.
Right.
Yes, I agree with you. Challenges are opportunities for growth. Yeah, for sure.
Beginnings.
For new beginnings. So, neglecting self-care. Ooh.
That's on.
I'm going to tell y'all a story, but I will cry. Y'all, I'm a big time crybaby, so y'all can't tell nobody.
No one's crying tonight. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay.
We are not crying on live.
That's where you say that enough is enough.
We are not.
No, but neglecting self-care. Like, the purpose of raising wisdom, because I am a totally different person than I was 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. So there's a lot of different Nikos. There's a lot of different lives that I was like leading. And one of those was when I was in a bad space. And with depression, how depression works, you can go down this rabbit hole and you don't even know that you've been in there. And the next thing you know, a year has passed, 2 years has passed, all of that stuff, But neglecting self-care. So if you're consistently neglecting self-care, such as proper sleep, nutrition, exercise, and relaxation because of the situation or relationship, it is a red flag. High vibrations. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. We are talking about, we are talking about the art of letting go, shedding what no longer serves you. So in that time, I can literally relate to every single thing that's within identifying neglecting self-care. Not cute, not okay.
Yeah.
And of course, everyone, the tribe, everyone that's listening. Who? Oh no, I'm not gonna cry. I am not gonna cry on this doggone live. Do you understand me? What you're not gonna do is be able to have no ugly cry faces that you can pause and none of that. We ain't doing none of that.
Freeze on it.
Shut up, Johnny. Anyway, what I'm saying is, why we crying? We not crying. Forget y'all. Just take care of yourself.
Right,
and when you start neglecting self-care, not sleeping, you are out here, whole insomniac, hair sitting on the top of your head, brush your hair, okay? You got to let it go. Let it go. It's not serving you well. Now you over here looking real like a whole troll, and we ain't trying to do that.
I did tell one of my old soldiers. I told him not to ever let anybody get him in the mind frame or space where he is not brushing his teeth. Not, I'm just saying, like, from depression and stuff, sometimes you can neglect the
You can miss a day or two.
Right. So, so I'm saying, like, don't ever be so wrapped up in whatever the situation is that you don't brush your teeth.
Yes, you got to get out of bed. You have to find your why. You have to remember your why. Get out of bed, twin. Get out of bed. Go brush your teeth, wash your face, do something to your hair. It's going to be okay.
Right.
Like, let it go. Let it go.
Right.
Proper self-care. You can never forget about yourself or let something consume you to the point where you just completely let go. Because I guarantee you, whoever's got you in that space is living their best life and not worried none about
and
you.
They smelling good out there. They got
Okay. Out here strolling, strutting. Okay, get numbers instead. We not doing that. Decrease self-esteem. Decrease self-esteem, so you're gonna start feeling bad about yourself because you're in a situation that no longer serves you. When your self-esteem and self-worth are negatively affected by a situation or relationship, it's a clear sign that it's not serving your well-being. And we're not doing that. So different things that you can do, strategies to help you move past something that's no longer serving you. You know, there's journaling, there's practicing mindfulness, practicing self-compassion. In that, you know, you got to talk to yourself better because we are primarily made of this water. And
honestly, that's where all of the stuff comes from. How do you talk to yourself?
How do you talk to yourself?
What other people saying or doing. How do you talk to yourself? How do you treat yourself?
Right. Talk to me nice, okay? Pour positive things in me because I'm gonna pour positive things with myself.
Right.
You know, I think on I got up and on one of my stories I told everybody to get them a tall glass of water and speak their greatest intentions and affirmations in that water and drink it. Because you know, water holds memory and we are of water. So that you put that back into yourself, back into your system, shower yourself with positive affirmations, shower yourself with self-compassion. So you can remind yourself that when you are facing a situation that no longer serves you, you are not attached to it and you're able to move from it so you can let go and you can look forward to what your new beginning is going to be. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, what else can we do as far as a strategy? You can visualize your future. So you see where you are now and where you're supposed to be or where you can be or where you want to see yourself. And you make steps to be able to achieve that goal. So like what me and Shawnee was just saying a minute ago with those challenges, challenging yourself to move to the next level, challenging yourself to roll out of bed and get out of that space that this situation, this toxic situation has you in, and that you need to move on from. You gotta let go of it. So
then self-pity will cause that self-esteem and all of that to, you know, drive you into depression. But we're our best selves. We're our best selves when we're moving towards something. Like, you have to have goals. You have to set goals. Like, you can't just be out here just blowing in the wind. Like, that's fine. If you want to live by chance like that, then don't complain when crazy stuff happens or you don't end up where you think you should be. You have to set goals and work toward it. And if you don't understand or know how to work toward it, find somebody that does. Find a coach, find a mentor. Like, place yourself in these rooms so that you can be heard and seen. And sometimes you don't know what questions to ask. Like, you don't know what's going on with you.
Yeah. Welcome to Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. We are about to get up out of here, but hopefully you tune in to either one of our YouTube channels to view this episode on the art of letting go. You know,
Right.
we have to let go of things that no longer serves us in order for us to be able to live at our highest potential. So like Shani said, set those goals, take small steps, engage in new activities, so you can expand your horizons, let go of what no longer serves you. That is the point. And I have 3 affirmations to give you guys to help you do this. I myself, like, we all go through things every day, all the time. I'm going through a situation right now where I am letting go of a situation that is no longer serving me. And in order to do that, creating closure rituals.
Closure. Yeah.
Closure rituals.
Part of letting go, right?
Mm-hmm.
That closure, or having that acceptance.
And you may not get closure from that, you know, that person, or for whatever reason. However, you have to be able to create closure rituals for yourself, whether you get it from that space or that person or not. Because at the end of the day, you have to live with you. So that can involve writing yourself a letter to the past, burning it, you know. Mm-hmm. That can involve conducting a symbolic gesture that represents closure. Mm-hmm. For instance, with this soul tie, you know, with soul ties and everything, right? Sometimes, you know, you're holding on to certain things from that person or whatever have you, right? You know, I remember one time I got a t-shirt and I wrote down all of the things on all the pros and all the cons, and of course the cons outweighed the pros, right, or it wouldn't have been a whole situation. So I wrote all of that down on the white t-shirt, and I read everything off, and it was awful. And I was like, how in the world did I deal with this situation for so long? Time to let it go. I went downstairs, burnt the stuff burnt the stuff right on up. And that was my closure ritual, to close that whole chapter and break that soul tie from that really toxic situation that I no longer wanted to be attached to. So you don't have to get crazy, okay? Just something that represents you leaving something behind and for good, and moving on to your new beginning, your new future. That's all that we're saying with that, okay? You ain't got to look into it.
Accept that it happened and move on. It may not be that easy as I said it, but that's the step. Accept that it happened and move on.
Yes, we do not want to be living in denial.
Remember the good things and just take that with you. You don't got to take all the woe was me with you.
Yeah. That's good advice too.
What was that first affirmation though?
The affirmations that I have for us this week. So the first affirmation is, I hope y'all got your pens, right? I release what no longer serves my growth and well-being. So I release what no longer serves my growth and well-being. So this affirmation emphasizes the importance of letting go of things, habits, relationships that hinder your personal development and happiness, okay? Right. The second one is, I embrace change as an opportunity for growth and renewal. I embrace change as an opportunity for growth and renewal. And change can be daunting, but this affirmation reminds you that the change brings opportunities for positive transformation and renewal in your life. And number 3, I trust in the wisdom of letting go and creating space for new blessings. I trust in the wisdom of letting go and creating space for new blessings. This affirmation encourages trust in the process of letting go, believing that by releasing the old, you create room for new and better experiences to enter your life. I love those affirmations. I really do.
That. I do too. A lot of affirmations, it's not just something to just be said one time, one day. Like, these are things that you go to sleep saying, things that you wake up saying, you say it throughout the course of your day, so that it's playing in the background of your mind.
Yes, absolutely. Like what you stated with the challenges. If you guys aren't challenging yourself, then challenge yourself to seriously have these affirmations and recite them to yourself every day for 21 days straight. It's going to become a part of your lifestyle. And we want to elevate in a space to where our lifestyle is a mirror to what's happening within us, what's happening with our spirits. What's that saying that, you know, you want to see the God in you? You know, it's not about just all the talk and all that stuff. You got to walk the walk.
Right.
In order to do that, you got to challenge yourself to move yourself into a different
Everything
space.
is really self. Like, anybody and anything outside of you, that's just outside circumstances, external circumstance. Everything that you need is internal. It's inside of you. Lauryn Hill said on one of her songs, "How you gonna win when you ain't right within?"
You right.
Like, you're not going to win if you are not right within. Like, you may reach certain goals or do certain things, but it's not going to be lasting. It's not, because you still have that void inside and you're searching for something outside of self.
Yeah.
So, well, we have come to the end of our 9th episode. In a world where gossip rules, we are grateful that you have come back to shine the gems on your crown here on Raising Wisdom, where wisdom is free. Have a joyful and prolific rest of your week, and be safe and love with light. Good night.
Good night, guys. Love you. Yes. We're going to be in the studio, y'all. I'm so excited.
Yes, well. Studio episode next week, right?
What? Studio episode next week? Yes. And boy, don't we have a topic for you. This is going to be very interesting and ruffle a little feathers. So we'll see y'all Wednesday at 8.
Good night.
Night.